Why over the top can be quite good for your swing. Power move is called, but it has to be done correctly. But the club is still coming very neutral, you can see. Flash speed, put some pressure on this shaft. You can come over the top the correct way and put some consistency on that club head. He's a little bit stuck. Neutral spin on the ball. Out and the club responds as well. Shallow compression, I call it. It can be used to your advantage. Stability on the club face. Hi everyone, welcome back to another video here on the channel. Thank you very much for joining me. My name is Warren Bennett. Star of the show down there looking very golden, and this beautiful evening we got the middle range here at Chestfield. As you can see from the title and thumbnail, why over the top can be quite good for your swing. So many golfers, as we know, if that's you, come over the top, but you can come over the top the correct way. And if you do it the correct way, it can actually really improve your golf, but it has to be done correctly. And a lot of golfers throughout history came over the top, and this is what this video is all about. So if you're over the top, it can be used to your advantage. So I'm going to tell you all about it. Get the front camera set up. Trev's just about okay down there. I'm going to tell you all about it. Okay everyone, thanks very much for joining me for another one, and let's get straight into it, shall we? And over the top doesn't mean it's over the top with your hands and club. The secret to this exercise is you're coming slightly over the top with your hand plane, but the club head plane is still shallow. That's the key. If you're a slicer of the ball and you have this out with both hands and club, I would work at just keeping inside with both. So the drop down drill, the driving exercise where I drop it down here, I would just keep with that. This is a lot more elite. So if you're a golfer that's suffering from the opposite of that, who's a little bit stuck inside with the hand plane, inside with the club head plane, you're going to need this swing. So a lot of videos on the channel are catered for the slicer of the ball, the golfer that doesn't create the natural speed. This is the opposite. This is for the golfer who wants to take away their flash speed and put some connection and put some consistency on that club head. So we're basically talking the golfer who hooks it starting right, or the elite golfer, professional. They're fighting. All the pros you see on TV, they're all fighting this inside move. And you can see hopefully a little bit of my swing there, my hand playing the butt of the club in transition. It's going out. So it does take a fair bit of practice in transition to make sure your hands are going out and the club responds as well. So I'm in this kind of shallow position, exaggerated. My hands are out and then I can rotate through. It's really going to take the hook off the ball and put a bit of cut spin onto the ball. So it's really going to, like I say, take away that flash speed and put that consistency into the club face, and then the ball will get a little bit more consistent as well. All the great golfers, like I said in the intro, the Hogans of the world, they brought it on the inside and they kind of came over the top. Who else is there? Sam Snead, Byron Nelson, Mo Norman, they all came here. They all had this kind of power move, it's called, and then you can stabilize it by the rotation, because you are in a position to rotate. If I was stuck and inside with both and I rotated from there, the ball's going to block to the right. So it's really important to be on the correct hand plane for the golfer who creates a lot of speed, a lot of lag. This is what's going to layer that consistency into your game, because now you can rotate on the way through and maintain the stability on the club face. That was a bit of a better one. So you see golfers doing really big exaggeration moves. So two golfers spring to mind right now, as I think, is Alexander Noren. So he's got this position where he does this, doesn't he? So what he's doing is really opening himself up, but he doesn't want the club to come out with him. He's dropping this club back behind him, so his body's turning through. He's exaggerated, I don't want you to do this, by the way. His body is turning through, he's really on top of it, but the club is still behind him. He doesn't want this club coming out as well. Remember, we don't want the hands and club to come out at the same time. We want the club to stay back, and he's obviously doing that to extreme. And the other golfer that I saw do something like this is Jordan Spieth. So Jordan Spieth in transition was doing this kind of move like this, wasn't he? So let's try and get this right. So he was getting here and then he was going over the top and down. So he was going that way, he was bowing his wrist, so his club head was going back, and he was really kind of over the top, wasn't he? Something like that anyway. If I can find it, I'll put it on the screen. If not, it's something like that if you've seen him before do it. So he's probably taking away that shot. He probably hit, remember at the Open, he hit it about 40 yards right. Was it like 13, 14, something like that? And the Masters, you know, when he dunked it, hit it short. So he's probably feeling this club dropping a little bit. So he's probably thought, right, stuff that, I want to get rid of it completely. And he's kind of really kind of exaggerated over the top feeling, like Noren move, but less so. Other golfers, you know, Arnold Palmer was an inside and over. All the players back in the day, you know, I think one of the greatest players to have ever lived, probably top 3 at least, probably if not the, Bobby Jones. So what they did, they slotted it. You put it in the slot. They allowed this club to drop in the slot, but it wasn't done by coming over with both. It was done by dropping it in the slot and allowing this club to drop down there. Put some pressure on this shaft. But remember, it is for the golfer who's a little bit stuck in inside here. So they want to create some width on the way down, get their arms and hands away from them. Club still on plane here in terms of the plane line, and then you're able to turn through the ball and put that neutral spin on the ball. I'm doing it exaggerated there. It's only for a couple of kind of tiny little clicks and moves here, and then you're off and running with the rotation. Just definitely want to reiterate how it's not for everyone. It's only for the golfer who wants to create a little bit more width, hands away from them. Take some practice. If you're used to being from here and hitting it from in here, it takes some practice to be out here and learn to hit the ball with your hands going back inside. Remember, from here, body stalling and flick. Now you've got to learn to release it from this flatter position. So you can do these little half swings. So you can stop halfway down or a little bit further, hands and arms way out in front of me. Exaggerated, small pump, turn through, or you can make a long follow through. It doesn't really matter which. And you can learn into a net how to hit the ball from this wide, shallow position. You can see what I'm doing, even that little mini swing there. I'm over the top. Shallow compression, I call it. And you're not hitting this big chunky divot. Nice little fade, nice little hold up. There we go. As you can see, I came over the top slightly, probably not a lot for me, but I felt it, and you can see it's like a little dollar bill divot, I call it. And the great news about this is your hand plane is feeling a little bit more out to in, but the club is still coming very neutral, you can see. And I'm not coming from outside, the club isn't coming out to in. Just my hand plane is coming out to in. My club plane is very neutral. That's how you hit it pretty straight every time, and that's how you keep that spin very neutral. Last one, just like that, just like a 2-3 yard fade maximum, as well as that compression, as well as that stability. And we're all looking to put some neutral spin on it, aren't we? Take away the excess. And this video is to take away the excess hook and put a little bit more natural fade on it by coming over the top, putting some shallowness, putting some pressure on the shaft, I call it, and then you've got the ability to turn through, just like those great players of the past. Okay everyone, so from a beautiful evening here, sun's getting quite low as you can probably see from the shadows, quite long. We'll see you next time. Thank you very much for your support. Thank you very much for taking the time out to watch the videos, not just this one, any videos you might have seen in the past. If you're new here, welcome to the Academy here on YouTube. And if you're a member of the Academy on either YouTube or Patreon, that link down there, I'd really appreciate if you take a look. You're going the extra mile, helping me get out here, make the videos, make the Academy versus videos. I am very, very grateful. Thank you very much. Okay everyone, so for myself, and Trev back there, been a bit quiet for this video, hasn't he? Always making a guest appearance at the end. We'll see you next time. Stay healthy on and off the golf course. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you then. Cheerio!